This is my review of the TAKAYA cold brew coffee maker. I had posted a review about 6 weeks ago, but I'm actually deleting it because that review, I had just got it. I didn't really show you how it worked. I was just showing you me tasting it. I also had just followed the instructions. Now it's been 6 weeks, and so I kind of know how things work better, and I've also kind of adjusted the instructions because it made more sense to me. Right off the bat, first of all, they tell you to fill this up only 3/4 of the way. Well, that would be half about there, and so that means only to about there. And I thought, well, that doesn't make that much coffee, so I filled it a bit further up to here, which still was enough. When you plunge this in, it's not going to overflow. And after leaving it in the fridge for 24 hours, the coffee comes out perfectly strong. So you can put more water in there. Of course, if you like weaker coffee, you could put less water in there. But if you want weaker coffee, you could also put this much water in there and just have it in the fridge a little less time. So that being said, when you put the coffee in here, what I've done is that it tells you to put in 16 tablespoons, which amounts to, there's 4 tablespoons in a quarter cup, so that means 16 tablespoons in a cup. So I mean, you could get out your tablespoon or you could get out your measuring cup, but that amounts to coffee that comes to right about here, which it's kind of shifted here, but it's only about halfway up this second filter screen here. So you don't have to measure it out, just pour the coffee in till it's halfway up to here. That'll save you some time in dirtying up your measuring cups. So you've got the water in here, you've got the coffee in there. Make sure the lid is on correctly and it's also on tight, and then just lower that in there, and as you'll see, it comes right up to the edge, so I'm not overflowing it. I'm gonna screw this on. You do want to shake this. I've noticed if you don't shake it, the water never quite gets into those top grounds of coffee. So just give it a nice shake. Nice graphic of me shaking it. And then put it in the fridge. And you want to keep it in there for 24 hours. What I did notice in my last review, I had said how you need to use a dark roast coffee and that regular coffees are not going to work in this. Well, that proved to be absolutely false. I had, and I guess that's wrong of me if you even said that. I was reading other people's comments that said that. I tried with all these different cool flavors. Winco has some amazing coffee flavors. So I had some. I always tend to buy up a bunch of these Christmas flavors after the holidays because they're like $4 or $5 a bag. So I've been making eggnog cold brew, peppermint bark cold brew. This is one of their summer flavors, s'mores. I have wild blueberry cold brew I've been making. My favorite so far has been their dark chocolate cherry. It's just amazing. So don't be afraid to try all these different flavors. It will come out nice and strong and absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh, they're so good. It tastes like, to me, like a liquid thin milkshake with when you do all these flavors. And if you're someone like me who's constantly trying to battle losing weight, it gives you that perfect sweetness without any calories. So now I can't show you obviously drinking it because it's brewing, but what I will tell you is that once I'm done brewing, so then I can start some more for the next day, what I do is I transfer it into this pitcher. And I guess I could drink some now, but it's late at night, so I'm not going to. But this is just a pitcher that I bought for $1 at Dollar Tree. It could actually be a smaller pitcher as it never gives more than like here. But yeah, so then that way you can, I mean, you could also buy 2 of those brewers, but since you can just take that filter basket out of there when you're done and just have the pitcher without the filter basket with coffee in it, you could just leave it in the pitcher as well. But as much as you're going to like having this cold brew, you're going to want to rotate it. So unless you're a couple and you know, you're going to have more than one, you're going to drink it all up in one day, then do have a pitcher that you can pour it into. But yeah, I highly recommend this. I used to drink the Stoke cold brew, which is quite expensive. So I'm able to make whatever flavor I want, have it freshly made, have it as strong as I want. I just serve it up with, I use I think I use 3 packets of Sweet and Low and then just a splash of half and half, and it comes out so good. So definitely check it out. It's a great deal, works great, and I highly, highly recommend it.